I was married for 3 years. I thought marriage was very beautiful. I was a stay-at-home mom.
What happened?
I thought the man I married was everything. He was the one who was going to work, so my child and I depended on him for food, shelter and clothes. I mean literally everything.
MHH.
His sweet words made me believe in him. He always showed me that he loved me. His sweet words made me to believe that he was everything. I loved him fully.
What did he do?
I did everything to please him. I went all out to prove my love for him. I sacrificed my life for him, but he was too blind to see all that. After I gave birth, he started treating me badly. He could call his mistresses in the house on my presence and tell them how much he misses them. The best he could do was to keep on telling me how beautiful other girls are, how my hairstyle makes him sick, how my body has changed and I look like a pig. It was hurtful. Sometimes he can bring young campus girls to my house. They drink alcohol and party the whole night while I'm sleeping with my baby in our visitor's room.
Sorry for that, my friend. I see people can be really arrogant.
I suffered silently to a point of having low self-esteem. I felt like I was not worthy anything. I felt very sad and depressed. I used to look at my baby girl and blame myself for allowing him to impregnate me. I even started hating my baby. Sometimes when she would cry, I will look at her and leave her to cry out until she cools down herself.
My friend, sometimes you have to experience difficult situations in order to learn.
I felt unattractive. One day he did not leave us money for food. When I asked him, he made a mistake and he called me desperate and lazy cow. He told me that I was not the type of a woman he wanted to get married to. That statement broke me into pieces.
I feel your pain. Oh God.
I thought of committing suicide, but I thank God because he spoke sense into my life. I looked at my child and said to myself, I will not die. I will live and take care of her myself. She needed a mom. And again I remembered I can't die and make my parents sad. I said I will do something. I knelt down and prayed.
That was terrible.
I stood in front of the mirror and looked at the beautiful woman. I pulled myself together, collected all my papers, and the next day went to offices to look for a job. Lucky enough, God made a way. In a week's time I was called for an interview in one of the biggest companies. I am employed now.
God is always good.
Early this year, I met a gentleman who didn't even want to wait until he put a ring on my finger, and right now I'm engaged and I'm going to marry one of the best men in the world.
God's grace is sufficient. Amen.
I have achieved many things that maybe I couldn't have achieved if I was still with that loser.
It was a lesson to learn and blessings in disguise, my friend.
Yes. That's why I want to hopefully help people who feel bad about themselves because somebody has put them down.
Putting people down is an awful way to treat them. It just shows what that person is really like inside.
You should always think for yourself, trust your own intuition. You will be let down by people you love and trust. Forgiveness is very good, but in the process, don't lose your self-respect and esteem. Never let anyone take you for granted.